And let me also advise some other influential people in society. I hear that in some places, chiefs are involving themselves in this electoral process and putting pressure on commission officers not to proceed to do their work according to law. We are also advising Nananom that it is for very good reasons that the Constitution provides that Nananom should not be involved in active partisan politics. But if they choose to descend into the arena of controversy, then they know the consequences will be obvious. So we are advising Nananom to conduct themselves, as many of those who are involved should conduct themselves as chiefs of all the contestants and not to enter into this arena of controversy. Because if you present yourself as a politician, we will treat you as a politician. If you present yourself as a competitor, we treat you as competitor. If you present yourself as a contestant, the other contestants will treat you as such. And I don't think it will be good for us, because the provision in the Constitution barring chiefs from participating in this active politics has at least served our democracy that far. And so we are advising Nananom to take note of that and contribute their quota by way of peace building rather than entering the arena of controversy. Now, I heard my junior brother Afenyo Makin, who, having rejected the position of minority leader, is now on his way to becoming a micro minority leader. Bragging that he belongs to a party of rule of law and all that. Who doesn't know about MPP? We in the National Democratic Congress don't need lectures from Afenyo Makin about democracy at all. Indeed, if there were any need for lectures in impunity, then we will invite him as our lecturer. But if it is about democracy, he must shut up. He should go back to his region and take stock of his parliamentary candidates who have been shooting and killing people, his party people who have been shooting and maiming people across the country. We are quiet not because we are going to sleep over this. We are sending notice that all this violence, right from 1996, 2016 to date, will be properly investigated, and our electoral system and democracy will be cleaned of these violent states. Immediately we take over. And so anybody who is thinking about abusing these 3 weeks, abusing his power during these 3 weeks to create any problem, he must know that there will be consequences for him after they take over. We want to thank you all, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Okay, please.
No, we want. Well, if you want to ask any questions, you are free to do so that.
The CID director is dodging the injunction you sent. I posted on CTFF. She's trying to complete the CID director is blocking the service of the injunction.
Okay, thank you. The next question, please. TV3.
Yeah, so just to find out from you if you've informed the IGP about what is happening at the police training school, because as the head of the police service, it should be.
Okay, right.
So what happens to the constituencies that have been redeclared?
Redeclaration of the new constituencies.
So, yes.
Yes, General, you just told us that.
Oh, don't worry, I'm still General. Go ahead.
You just told us that the process ongoing at the police training school, the NDC as a party was not informed.
Yes.
You've come to the conclusion that you are placing an injunction on the whole process. Did you arrive at this conclusion because at a point the NDC as a party realized that members or your candidates who were declared winners are now turning to be losers? Was that the position? Is that the position of the NDC?
Okay, no. Okay. Yes, GH1.
Yes, so you're saying that, but we've seen that, and that results must be declared at the constituency. But we've seen that other results were declared at the EC regional office here in Accra. Do you still hold the same position on that?
All right. All right, so that will be all.
Yeah. Well, you can run, but you cannot hide. This is notice that we are giving them. We are putting the whole country on notice. So if an individual officer knows that he is conducting himself well according to law, why would you be running away from service? So the fact that they are running away from service means that they intend to become fugitives of the law, and you know what it means when you get arrested. The injunction application has already been served on the Electoral Commission. So the one who received the service is Daniel Nyamiche at the headquarters of the Electoral Commission. So the Electoral Commission has been served. Bosman Asare, Dr. Bosman Asare has acknowledged receipt of the application, and the director of CID, Faustina and KOFI, appears to ignore the process and has asked the EC to continue. So if KOFI is allowing the process to continue, she would bear the consequences of her action. And the rest of the questions, it has been answered. I'm saying that, look, if you all sign a declaration here that we are going to commit crime, does that make the commission of the killing of the person legal? It does not. It's conspiracy to commit crime. And they can deal with all of you. And I'm saying, as leader of this party, that I'm not involved in anything that has, arrived at any consensus to do anything anywhere. And when there is a declaration, nobody can do any other declaration. You resort to court. If Afenyo Markin is listening, you go to court. All these charges about I declared under duress and so on, they will be part of the evidence that you will lead in court, that I did this under duress. And then the elements of duress will be investigated, the particulars of the duress will be investigated. and then it will take the court to make a pronouncement on your claim. So you can't say that an electoral officer has told you that he declared the results, but he was pressurized to declare it. So you are going to call that person to come and recollate and redeclare. It hasn't happened anywhere. If that is the case, the process will go on ad infinitum, because anybody in any of the constituencies can come out and claim that he or she was asked to declare under duress. So what do? You have to go and open up. That is why the law is very, very clear that once the declaration has been made, you can only question that declaration in the court of law. And in the case of parliamentary, it's the High Court. So you proceed. And we have precedences, several precedences of this. Techima himself, only in 2020, it was after the declaration, we brought all the pin sheet down here to the Electoral Commission headquarters in Accra. Our MPs who led the work to present those documents were beaten up by the police. And the Electoral Commission said, you should go to court. Even where we have all the figures and the tally indicate that the officer there was wrong. So we went to court. So what has changed? And incidentally, they are now talking about the same Techima Nsaf, where they are claiming that some declaration was done wrongly. So now they are calling to now recollate and redeclare. So it's like when it falls this way, then it is not allowed. But when it is that way, then it is allowed. In 2016, when we complained initially about the results that were being collated, collation had not ended. Presidential collation had not ended. Peace Council members came to President Mohammed's office and sought to find out from us what we thought they could do, because we had addressed the press that wrong things were being done. So they followed up to President Mohammed's office to try to find out whether they could be of any help, because they heard us appealing to them. And we said that, look, the pink sheets are there. Things that are being done, we believe, are wrong. So can we all meet at a place, MPP, NDC, in the presence of external observers? Then we all go through the collation, and whatever the figures will come out, we will all accept. That was where they were talking about, and changing figures, talking and changing figures. So we said, let us deal with this thing once and for all. Can we all meet and resolve it? Peace Council agreed to go and consult the other side. Indeed, they went to consult the Electoral Commission, and they consulted MPP, and they consulted the external observers. And they actually gave us a time, I think 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, for all of us to meet at Kempinski Hotel for this exercise to be done. That was where collation had not completed, but we found serious problems with what they were, the figures they were announcing. And that was the reason the Electoral Commission invited our agents from the strong room to be briefed about in her office. And so when they had that information, they were now proceeding to go and see President Mahama so that we will all reconverge at the Kempinski Hotel for the exercise that we all agreed to undertake. When they were on their way to President Mahama's office, Jim Mensah was declaring results. And the claim was that if we didn't agree to anything, we should go to court. We went to court asking her to come and mount the witness box and tell us the basis of her declaration, because we have had about 4 or 5 different set of figures that has been announced. So we can only get to the bottom when she tells us what figures total which results she declared. Our case was simple. Because you have declared results, and we said that give us the figures whose total come up to that result. And the court blocked her from accounting to the nation and turned around to say that we who were demanding that she should tell us the total of her work, we should rather bring our pink sheets. What they are doing now, subsequently, when we brought pink sheets in the case of some constituency election results, as we did in Techiman, Electoral Commission managed to produce some figures which were completely different from those they had signed to and given copies to us. So this conduct is undermining a key transparency measure where we are going now, and by the ruling of the Wenchi court in the case of the Techiman issue, is that even if you are holding a pink sheet signed by Electoral Commission, it's useless. If Electoral Commission is able to get another pink sheet whose figures are different, then you must go according to Electoral Commission's figures. So what check would the political parties have against the Electoral Commission officials themselves engaging in fraud? Nothing. So it's a major issue we will be addressing in the next government to make sure that we restore the credibility of the Electoral Commission and the confidence Ghanaians had in our commission before the advent of Madam Jim Mensah. So I think we have, and then somebody was saying because we did what? It is neither here nor there. If we want to follow it, because me, if I went round and everywhere that we lost, I bring them and say that, okay, the declaration, my claim is that the declarations were done under duress. What will prevent them from recollating? It will be a chaotic situation. So it's not about anybody winning or losing. In fact, all the constituencies they are dealing with there, I don't think any of them is in our tally as at now. But we still have won, over 180 something seats. So we are just looking for the right things to be done according to law. It's not about winning the election. They themselves, even before the declaration of the results, they themselves had come to tell us that they have lost. But it is not about winning or losing. It's about making sure that the democratic process is followed. And that is why we are doing what we are doing. So thank you very much. We have already crossed 2/3 majority. And nothing can change that one. But we still want to insist that the right thing is done, because the mandate of the people in those various constituencies also matter.
So the last one. It's a very important one. Like I said, you've gone to court, and the process happens in that. Malik on Facebook is organizing 5,000 at the police station. Can you, in a way, for the peace of the nation?
Your what?
Malik Basantele on his Facebook says 5,000.
I'll give you Malik Basantele's number.
I know it's trouble. Some of you will be going to view, so just hold on a little. The media should just hold on a little for.
Additional foods are no starch and carbohydrates. Mu bebre. But true green food, yes, starch and carbohydrates no. Kids way be na womb. Very healthy. A boom who buy free to say diabetes, kidney failure, cholesterol, hypertension, cancer. Any near kekakikamo. True green food or more breakfast options to say cocoa, Tom Brown, oatmeal. Any near kekakikamo bebre. True green food. Oh yes, our products now 100% organic, natural. So we have the to me deliver my baby a
Me did the young antechua, and maybe I'm discovered for Europe. I come a bushing for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Easy, convenient, fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover ye map him. Tap send. Intienne, also download the Tap Send app no ever mobile phone so free. Na first ka komo abusuya for Ghana fa na nyina. Tap Send. Papa no.
Hello, love.
Gary, do you have Mommy's parcel for her big day?
The shipping company says it will take 1 month.
A month? Gary, use Rapid.
Rapid?
Rapid courier ships from the United States to Ghana and 9 other African countries within 3 to 5 days. Log on to rapidgroup.com, buy, ship to us, and we deliver right to your doorstep.
That fast?
Yes, that's Rapid for him. Can you sign this?
I thought you only ordered Mommy's parcel.
No, I ordered a few car parts too.
Are you too busy to shop? We will shop for you. Rapid also has a luggage delivery service, so you can make that extra luggage and we will deliver at the lowest rate.
Rapid Courier. Just shop. We deliver. Enjoy.
African market, African market. Order for so bronze now open African market, papa
some level of sanity to the place. So we'll be bringing you more updates here on Channel 1.
African market at Demusronko. Smoked fish, meat, dry fish, sao pekenki, rice, yam, fufu flour ni nnuane ahodo e free Africa. Afei, ye want to ma papa. Bonwire kente, adamase kente, ahwene ahodo, ane nneoma bebre na wobenya wo Malata African market. Hwehwe ye chi akwan ane e number e wo screen so. Malata African market mu King Kong.
Malata African market, and papa today. And no Remy spices. Ordinary dependable.
Remy spices, Remy.
Young papa, what the Remy spices you are here? And we're journey here fine. Remy spices, dear, so who you swam. And for spices for Biafra. Travis no so dear, baby. Chicken, goat, jollof, stew. Spices be our shame. Remy will be home. And for we're journey dear and to chacha. Remy spices, and my journey here decade.
Alacados Properties is ready to relieve you from the stress of finding units and setting up viewings or sell your house. Connect with Alacados Properties. We are specialized in sales and rentals of properties, property management, and consulting.
Alacados Properties is a real estate agency we work with, and we are committed to giving their guests the best experience in accommodation. You can also rely on Alacados Properties to find your long or short-term accommodation whilst in Ghana.
Diaspora Insurance. We understand the importance of dignified send-offs within Ghanaian culture and traditions. We also understand that you want to avoid the double trauma of your family grieving and not having the financial support to cover funeral expenses when you're not around. With our Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan, you can now cover yourself or your family in Ghana or abroad. With no medicals required, we'll accept you if you are under 75 years. Visit our website today or call us to complete a simple form in under 5 minutes.